the door, please.
That
Done.
ready?
Yep.
Floor is yours.
Hey, everybody. This is the Burn It Down NASCAR podcast. Just a father and his son discussing the week that was, news and views, and a little bit of humor. We just got done with Miami. Homestead. Interesting results. Big shakeup in the playoffs. Congratulations to Christopher Bell. What'd you think of that one?
I watched it here and there, and I didn't take Christopher Bell because I didn't think he was gonna pull it out here, but he did. Um, and I was right for the most part because he was complaining he was almost he was a lap down and blah blah blah, and it was a lot going on, but he pulled it out. He did good. I watched the video, and his crew was telling him to hold on, just hang on, keep going, keep trying, and it was a cool radio intercom because he goes, all right, I'll keep trying, and then they showed it after, and then they posted they showed the audio afterwards, and he's just, one of them, I don't know if it's a spotter or crew chief, he's like, this is why you always keep trying. You never give up.
Well, it would have been interesting to see how things would have shook out if Larson hadn't bulldozed the end of
jeez.
pit road, because they were fighting back and forth for a long time.
Yeah, that was wild to see, and I'm glad Larson being a class act that he is, he's not going to try to take out Blaney, but she could have easily just rear-ended Blaney, took his day out completely. But instead, he took a header into the sand barrels, which I thought they were water, but apparently they're sand now.
There's some things on that I think we got some stuff to say about in a little bit, but anyway, Bell wins. Blaney second. Reddick is third. Byron is fourth. AJ Allmendinger with a strong showing in fifth. Bubba, above average performance for him in sixth place. Ty Gibbs in seventh. Logano, that was a hell of a comeback because he was junk early in the race. And he had start at the rear end. Almirillo ninth. Austin Dillon 10th. Kevin Harvick in his named race for himself comes in 11th. Chase Elliott, who also had to start at the rear, they both had problems in qualifying or practice, but he comes home 15th. Kyle Busch just never could find the handle on the car all day long. 18th, notables Bowman in 19th. Buscher, that car was, and it was amazing because Keselowski, until he had his big problem, he was up front all day long. But Buscher brings it home 21st.
Busch was done unless he wins, but
Oh, he's in a have to win situation. There's no.
I think him,
about it.
Hamlin, and Truex are all on must win situations. So expect some.
I got some stats on that.
I expect some Denny Hamlin tomfoolery of crashing anybody to get in type situation.
I got some thoughts on that too. Anyway, Keselowski was 28th, Truex 29th, Hamlin 30th, Chastain. I think he needs to go back to driving how he did last year. He had 3
way more
wins.
aggressive, yeah.
Yeah, but he's 31st, and Kyle Larson with his plow job gets 34th out of that. As you were saying, as far as the playoffs going, Bell punches his ticket along with Larson and his win at Vegas. Byron, I think, is pretty safe. He can run if he just finishes the race in like 30th position or above. He's in, unless somebody wins. Blaney is 10 above. The cut line, Tyler Reddick is 10 below. Truex and Hamlin are both 17 below, and Chris Buescher, no doubt, at 43 points below the cut line. There's no way, he's got to win the race. And I didn't look his stats up at Martinsville. Let's see.
Probably not the
here.
greatest.
I've got it right here. Where's Buescher? Buescher. I have everybody else that there he is. 10 races, he's got 1 top 10. His average finish is 17th. So not looking too good for him. He's got to win, and anything less than that and he's done. He could finish second place and he's still not going to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, it's winner be done, and I don't know. Yep. Keselowski's been good these last few races, so I don't know why don't they just my setup's good. Give it to Buescher. Like, I don't understand.
Well, who knows that they don't? I don't know. Buescher was. It's weird for only a 2-team team. Buescher was awesome when Keselowski was junk, and now Keselowski is good and Buescher's junk. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. So, let's see. That kind of covers that. As we said, go to our little thing here. You had picked Byron, Larson, Truex, and Buescher. I have Larson, Bell, Reddick, and Byron. I'm feeling really, really good about my final 4. The only thing I don't like...
Who did I pick?
You picked Byron, Larson, Truex, and Buescher.
Oh. I figured Buescher just come alive, but guess not.
Well, I know I've got 2 for sure, and a third one is, like I said, he's going to have to crash by being Byron on the first lap. not to make it. And Reddick's got a good shot. However, here's some stats. Blaney, who is above the cut line now by 10, and Reddick, who is below the 10 by 10, together they have 0 wins at Martinsville in their career. Truex has 3, Hamlin has 5 at Martinsville. So if you were betting, I would bet on one of them to make it in.
Yeah, is that old gen or new gen? I don't think Martin Hamlin's done anything in the new gen at that place, to be honest.
Now that's a good question. I don't know. I'm just going on career
Yeah,
stats.
yeah.
And if that's the case, that would push Blaney out and keep Byron in if either one of those two win. But I'm still got hope for Tyler Reddick. He's been overperforming, and I was kind of iffy on Christopher Bell, but he had a strong performance at Las Vegas, and he won at Miami. So
And he won this race last year, Martinsville.
did he?
Yeah, that's how he got in. He had the win to get in.
Well, it was a Hail Melon. That
Yeah.
that was
They got all the publicity.
So, all right, that covers all that. Another little thing you and I did. You picked Byron for the win. He finished 4th. I picked Busch. He was 18th. So you won that, and you also won. We did a little Bubba check. His average finish at Miami was 22.5. He was 6th. I said he'd be worse than the 22. You said better, so you got that.
He's just been, I hate to say it, consistent. Like, he's just been staying out of trouble. He's just been staying out of trouble. As much as we like bashing on him, he has been. He just needs to keep his mouth shut and race. That's all I need to do. Keep his eyes cleared of water and stop bitching and complaining.
If he carries this kind of momentum and consistency into next year, he's going to be a strong contender.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I just stop blaming other people for your problems.
Yeah, the last half of the year, I'm not going to deny it because I'm not above a fan, but I'm not a hater. But it's just he does stupid stuff.
It's a prove it, in my opinion. It's a prove it behavior towards him. Stop bitching and complaining that it's not my fault. I'm not okay. Now you're getting finally good equipment. You're getting good crew chiefs. You're getting good crews, and here it is. Don't get me wrong. You're doing it. Took you a while, but getting it.
He is performing, and I will give him the credit. And he's making smarter decisions. Did you see that back and forth between him and Blaney? I'm
the one that pointed out last week to you. If they continued it throughout the week, I haven't been paying attention. But yeah, last week when that happened, that was pretty funny.
That was hilarious. And then in our little game, we were even through the playoffs going into Miami, and you got me by 32, but I just got creamed. Larson was a non-factor.
I didn't take Larson because I'm gonna save. I think I got 2 left on him.
I'm saving him for championship week. I'm not even taking him next week.
I'll take him for next. If I have 2, I might as well. Like he's already proved that he needs stage points. So he's already proved that he doesn't need to sit back. He's gonna drive.
Like I said, I've only got one more shot with him, so I've got to save him. For Phoenix. So I took a couple of Hail Marys this week. Let me try and pull that up real quick. I can't remember all who I had. And I was feeling really
I have
good.
2 left for Larson, so I'm gonna definitely use him this week. I saved him purposely. I have 2 left for Reddick, 2 left for Bell, 2 left for Larson, 2 left for Blaney, 2 left for Byron. So my lineup's gonna be just them boys.
You got some pretty strong.
That's what it's gonna be, and I got 1 for Hamlin. So I might, depending this race, where I'm gonna put him in for the final. But I purposely did it this week I took Larson out because he won. He didn't need to. I took Byron out, but it kind of screwed me because I put in. Who do we put in? They got Truex blowing a motor. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if he downshifted when Hamlin's crash happened and just blew the motor or what. But that boy wasn't happy. Did you hear on the radio? He's like, I'm done with this shit. He was not happy. Yeah, I had Hamlin, Truex, and Chastain. Screwed me.
Well, I had Hamlin, Truex, and Chastain as well, along with Gibbs and Byron. They turned out to be good. And I did have Bubba.
And you took him out.
I took him out at the time because Truex was running so strong. And then both Truex and Hamlin went out. Chastain went to crap.
Yeah, it wasn't a good week.
And it was after stage 2, so
yeah, he couldn't do nothing.
I was looking really strong going into stage 3.
Yeah.
And then my world just absolutely blew up. I'm looking at I only got 20 points out of the head-to-head because I had Truex over Hamlin. That worked out by 1. I had Larson over Byron, and it would have worked out if he hadn't done the plow job on the water barrels.
But
I had Reddick over Bell, and Bell won. So that what are you gonna do there?
I got all of them. I got all of them. I had Byron, Truex, Bell, and Blaney. So I won all those head-to-head, surprisingly.
Well, that's how you kicked my ass.
Yeah, 40 extra points on that.
Yep. So anyway, you got me by 32. So you're 32 up because we were even after Vegas because I got you pretty good. But anyway, that covers the personal stuff. Never saw a lot of that coming. News and views. I talked about already Truex and Hamlin at Martinsville, so we don't need to cover that. We already talked extensively. Oh, Larson incident. I saw a lot of chatter on social media that Blaney brake checked him or something like that. No.
He came in hot trying to make up time. That's all it was.
Hey, I'm a Larson fan, but I'm an honest Larson fan. He was coming in way too hot.
Larson had nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
If he got a pit road penalty for speeding, so be it. He had nothing to lose. He had all the game because he's already in the championship. It was just a win for him in stage points, whatever but he really lost there hitting the barrels. Boy came in hot. And like I said, if it was, it could have been some other people where he could have just rear-ended Blaney and took him out too, but Blaney or Larson's a class act and he decided to head on into the barrels.
He should have just taken it easy, come in and raced him on the track is what he should have done.
Yeah, he just came a little hot.
Like you said, he was trying, he was in race mode. But I didn't like the people out there. Well, Blaney brake checked him. No, he didn't. Blaney was slowing down for pit speed, and Larson was coming in hot. It's that simple. Overdrove his talent for the minute. Junior did you watch the Xfinity race with him?
No.
It was pretty cool.
I was watching his podcast today and him explaining his race and how he took out Josh Berry.
What did he have to say about that? He just kind of drifted up into him. He didn't mean to, and it didn't matter. Josh Berry's not in the championship, so it didn't matter.
No, he said he didn't have TJ. Who's his normal spot?
TJ Majors
is his normal.
Majors.
Yeah, is his normal spotter. And he goes, honestly, just the verbiage and how people explain things are just different. And he's like, it's not their fault. He goes, it's my fault. He goes, in my head, from what they explained to me, he thought the 8 was inside, and he said he got loose. He said he got an arrow loose on his left rear. He said it was just a combination of the arrow loose, he felt, and then the communication that the spotters said, and it solidified in his head that he was inside, not outside. So he said, all right, well, I'm going to get loose. So he's just going to keep on. If he's loose, he's just going to, catch it and just keep going when he went up. And apparently he said it was my fault. He'd misunderstood the verbiage, and Barry was on the outside instead of the inside.
There's mirrors in the car. How could he, even with any wrong information coming in his ears, he's got visual.
I have to send you it, and he just said he felt a arrow push and he didn't think anybody was on the outside. And he said when he got loose, he's like, all right, well, I'll just drift up and just keep gassing it. And Barry was there.
No.
He said he didn't blame nobody. He said he
One
just
thing
blamed
you
himself.
can say is, he didn't want to take out his own car.
Yeah.
So it was clearly a mistake he didn't mean to make.
Yeah, he said it was completely on him. He says by the verbiage, it's just he's so used to whoever he used to have, and he just
TJ Majors.
he just understood it differently from what he was being called, and then with the arrow push he felt from the looseness, it just solidified in his mind that he was on the inside, and he's like, I'll just drift up and keep going, and then that wasn't the case.
Well, it didn't wreck his day. He had a 5th place finish, which isn't horrible.
Yeah.
For only his 2nd race of the year.
Which he should have probably won Bristol, let's be honest, until he caught fire.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Till he tried to make chicken legs out of himself.
Literally caught his pants on fire. Like, he was literally on fire.
Yeah, he had 2 good runs this year. It would be awesome to... And I know we've mentioned it before, but I want to reiterate, if there's anybody watching this at all, Phoenix, Carl Edwards is going to be racing in the trucks, and I cannot wait for that. I am just so
imagine if he wins that backflip. You know what? That backflip's going to be iconic if he does.
I wonder if he doesn't take some osteoflex before he does it. He's not a young man anymore. I don't know.
He's definitely going to do a backflip if he wins.
Well, how can he not?
Yeah, right.
How can he not? And I wouldn't put it past him to win that race.
Who's he driving for?
Rackley, I think.
I just don't know if the equipment's good or not.
Oh, it's got to be good enough or he wouldn't be doing it. And I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you, the way he's been talking on social media the last couple of weeks, if we don't see him back in maybe the Truck Series or the Xfinity Series. Just his big statement that he keeps saying is, I'm getting the bug back. I'm getting the bug back.
I'm trying to find... Oh, it is. Rackley War Racing.
Yeah, I thought it was Rackley. They're not horrible.
They had Matt DiBenedetto in it, and they kicked him out of the ride.
Yeah, well, Matt DiBenedetto's been kicked out of a lot of rides.
He shouldn't have been. He should have been kicked out of the 21 car.
Wood Brothers?
Yeah, he shouldn't have been kicked out of that for Ward Burton or Harrison Burton.
Well,
shouldn't have, but never know.
I don't write the checks, so I guess I don't have any say-so in that. Little team news. Colleague Racing is parting ways with Chandler Smith, and there's rumors all over the place that Chandler's going to Joe Gibbs.
Yeah, apparently bought him out. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. In my opinion, Joe Gibbs Racing's going down tubes. On the lower levels, more than the upper levels.
I didn't realize it, but did you know Trevor Bayne raced that truck this weekend?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he raced. He's looking, and he announced, or not announced, but he made it well known. He wants to come back next year full time in either truck or Xfinity.
If someone doesn't pick him, I don't know why Junior hasn't picked him up for Xfinity. Maybe has anybody announced for that 8 car yet?
Not that I'm aware of. Josh Berry's going over to the Stewart Haas to run the 4.
I know they announced the other 3. I don't know if they announced the.
Trevor Bayne, I don't care. I'd love to see him back in the Cup Series, but he wants back full time,
Oh,
and I think he's gonna get it. Uh, Another good news story: Jason Ratcliffe, crew chief. He's been up and down the ladder, all three divisions. He's getting his 800th start at Martinsville as crew chief. And through the three levels of racing, the top three levels, he's got a 54% top 10 rate or something like that. It's really phenomenal. But congratulations to him. Um, TV ratings for Miami were down 2.6%. That's huge. That's big. Uh, NASCAR better wake up. They've been down almost every race all year long. I think there's been maybe a handful of races that the TV viewership has been up, but they can't pawn it off on, well, this is USA or this is FS1. This was NBC. You can get that crap off the air free. And they were down 2.6%. So I just wanted to point that out. Have you dived into any of the Blaney and Hamlin thing where he said that he was trying to wreck him a couple of times throughout Miami, pushing him
I
up?
heard there's a. I want to say that Blaney said he was a hack or something. I don't know what it was. I heard there's some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I haven't dived into it. No.
Okay. Well, he's not happy. One other thing I want to bring up as we record today, which is Tuesday, 24th. This is a sad anniversary. The Hendricks plane coming into Martinsville with a number of Hendricks family, including Ricky Hendricks, who was the up and coming star uh, of the organization. I think there was 15 or 16 people on that plane that crashed and got killed. So I did want to give a shout out to that. Remember those people today. I remember that. I remember when it happened. It was unbelievable. And there were some people that were supposed to be on that plane that weren't, such as Jeff Gordon. Um, that was wild. But anyway, I couldn't let this go by without mentioning that. All right, I got a couple of fun things I want to talk about.
Well, you forgot about Sam Air. What is one? He's winning into the championship for him, and then Xfinity. Chevy won the Xfinity Manufacturer Championship. Yeah. Well, other than that, yeah, that's the other thing I
with
could.
The same parts that Toyota and Ford have.
Not for,
no,
that's Xfinity.
That's
Xfinity. Yeah, no.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Other than
that,
other than that, there's nothing. News-wise.
What do you think the odds are that either at Martinsville, I'll even extend it out to Phoenix, that either Bowman or Chase Elliott take out Hamlin? I just think there's some payback that Denny Hamlin is owed.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's been too long. Maybe I don't know.
I don't think Larson will do it. What do you mean too long? These guys have memories like elephants.
Yeah,
and they've been waiting, and now they've got Denny Hamlin pinned down below the line. And what are you gonna do? Give Chase the week off? Give Bowman the week off?
If anything, they won't let him by. I don't think they'll potentially crash him, but they'll make it hard for them to pass. I don't think they'll crash him.
Oh, they might have an oopsie minute. I've been
Especially with
wondering.
the data that happened with Chase Elliott, they can't intentionally.
Again, what are you gonna do? Make him stay home at Phoenix? BFD. They'll put Josh Berry in the car one last time, and that'll be it. It's over with. I
I
mean,
don't know. Maybe
you
it's
know what I'm saying? It's
possibility.
not.
I want to say yeah, just for the entertainment aspect, but also I don't know. I just don't think they're that type of driver. Denny Hamlin is. He's proved that, but Bowman, how many times have you ever seen him get retaliation? It's usually at the same time on the track, not months later. Chase Elliott, he's not that type of driver either. It'd be nice to see. It'd be funny.
Oh, I'm saying team players. Larson can't
Yeah,
do it.
that's what I'm saying. It'd be helping his teammate by.
And Larson's the one that owes him big time. Chase does a little bit too. I just, we're getting down to 2 to go. Short tracks. Things happen. And Denny's got a lot coming to him. His arrogant ass needs to be taken out. And I know Larson can't do it. Because they've, like you said, they've got that telemetry. And they're going to be watching. But even with that telemetry, and Chase does it, again, they're going to suspend him for Phoenix. Okay. I'll go snowboarding. Fuck you people.
Yeah.
You know?
Essentially.
I'll go fly my plane, or I'll go, it doesn't matter. But that's been in my head is after everything that Denny Hamlin has done this year, and nothing has been put back at him. It's getting
Yeah.
close, and they've got him pinned down below the line. And like I said, you said it's been too long. I'm saying it's never too long. I've seen guys back in the day in the Rusty Wallace era and Richard Petty era, they'll do something on track. Well, you remember 2 years ago at this track and they did this or they did that. Well, I just got even with them. They don't forget.
No, they don't. I know they don't.
So
It'd be interesting. I would love to see it.
I think it would be awesome. All right. With that being said, Martinsville, as we know, is pretty flat, D-shaped track. And now I'm trying. Is it Richmond or Martinsville? Has got the train track going right by them. Is it Richmond?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't
One of
remember.
them's got a train track on the outside of the back. But anyway, it's a cool track. It's flat. Uh, it's a D-shaped, and every corner's different. I love Martinsville. It's a good track. Who you got for the win?
Martinsville. I don't know. Byron's been I'm gonna say Byron. He's been on such a tear lately. I'm gonna say Byron. He's gonna win he doesn't need the win, but he's just been on just that good.
I'm gonna go with Reddick. I think he's gonna pull one out and win his way into the championship 4. And that makes me 4 for 4 for the championship pick. That's why I'm doing it that way. So, all right, I don't got how much more. Like I said, everybody passed inspection. There wasn't that I saw any fines or disqualifications. I don't have anything else unless you got something.
Nope. Like I said, I was looking as we were talking. That was pretty much it. Tuesday. Usually news comes out on Wednesday.
I know Tuesday night, Wednesday.
Yep. So that would be it. Essentially.
All right. Next week, obviously, we're going to be talking about the Final Four and making our pick for the championship. Uh, and hopefully a lot of stuff that happens. Martinsville's it's gonna people, it's gonna be action packed. There's a lot of desperation. Uh, it's gonna be I think a much watch event. Um, it's gonna be every lap, every stage. So I'm ready to sign off unless you got anything else.
Nope, that's it for me.
All right, people. Thanks for tuning in. Go to True NASCAR Fans on Facebook, new group. We're growing a little bit. Uh, give your thoughts and views. Go to our page, Burn It Down NASCAR Podcast. Uh, you can pick us up on YouTube and tell us what you think. Join in. With that, we'll see you next week.